A new plan to build luxury apartments is coming under fire in Brighton. The proposed development would be built on the site of an old manufacturing site, sparking fears about contaminated groundwater. Victor Williams is in Brighton tonight, where dozens of homeowners gathered to voice their concerns.
Yeah, this is Lindbom Elementary, a school that's been closed since 2010, apparently built on a toxic plume site. And with talks of a new apartment building being built here, some residents are more than concerned now.
I can't handle any more time sitting there.
A little over 24 people showed up to St. Paul Episcopal Church to discuss a 140-unit apartment building recently approved to be developed in Brighton.
We were getting together to talk about the main issues that we want to oppose it for.
Self-proclaimed United neighbor Brad Muntz led the meeting, where he mentioned several health complications believed to be the result of exposure to trichloroethylene, or TCE for short.
On my mind was the 32-year-old woman who was diagnosed recently with leukemia, who lives near the plume site of Lindbom.
Brighton residents looking on could also be heard voicing their disapproval for the company that's supposed to be handling the construction.
Every time they hire a different company, and these different companies don't know anything about the city. They don't live here. They don't pay taxes. They don't have a business. They don't have a building. They don't have anything here.
Other concerns were also traffic flow and what effect the new building may have on the families and neighborhoods already in the surrounding areas. And before the meeting was adjourned, buttons were passed out with the quote, "Save our neighborhood."
They aren't going to build their way out of it. Kmart burned. You can't blue light everything.
Yeah.
Now there are talks of a petition being started to keep this development from being built, but we'll just have to see what happens. The next meeting is supposed to be taking place on February the 20th. Reporting live tonight, Victor Williams, Local 4.
Is this what you want to see from your back porch or kitchen window? Is this what you want to see, looking back at you only 40 feet away from the edge of the Lindbom School property? The new development proposed for our neighborhood will have 140 rental units, 3 stories high, similar to what you are looking at. 140 rental units 3 stories high, shoehorned into this community of 1-story homes, will change the character of this neighborhood forever. Traffic, noise, light pollution, loss of privacy. These are just a few of the changes coming soon. This is the view from the 3rd-story window, looking down at the 5th Street backyards. Remember, all of these trees and greenery will be gone, so your new neighbors will have an unobstructed view of your activities in at least your backyard. The renters in this development will be looking down on the neighborhood all the way to 4th Street, down on the neighbors all the way to Main Street, and west beyond Dillon. On Thursday, July 15th at 6:30 p.m. the Brighton City Council will meet to consider overriding the Brighton Planning Commission's recent denial of these plans. This will be an in-person meeting at the Brighton Community Center, 555 Brighton Street, located behind the Brighton Police Department. Here's a perfect solution to develop the Lindbom property. Consider the following ideas. The Lindbom building was built in 2 sections, 1952 and 1985. The section built in 1985 has no pollution in it as far as lead paint or asbestos. Demolish the old section, leaving the newer buildings. Then, in the new section, install the vapor barriers and new flooring above the existing floors to make the building safe. No demolition is required. You will then have about 22,000 square feet of space available. Enough space to put City Hall, 53rd District Court, the council chambers, and have room left over for civic organizations to have meeting space. And then you have extensive room outside for a city park. At that point you could take the downtown City Hall, the 53rd District Court, both parking lots, and sell them. That sale would bring the city between $6 million and $7 million into the general fund. A large win for the city. The future tax income from new owners using the downtown property would far outstrip what the city would get from the Lindbom property. It would be a long-term win. It would more than pay for the rehabilitation of the 1985 part of the school. The rest of the property could be a park. Walking paths, a running track around the outside, horseshoe pits, a baseball diamond, drinking fountains. It would be a real city park along the lines of old-time city parks that we all think of. And everybody that we've talked to so far thinks that that's the best use for that ground. Put City Hall there in a park. It's a win for the city of Brighton. And it preserves and enhances the quality of life that the Brighton residents hold dear to their hearts.
On June 7, the Brighton City Planning Commission denied approval of this project. However, on Thursday, July 15, at 6:30 p.m. the Brighton City Council will meet to consider overriding the Brighton Planning Commission's denial of these plans. This will be an in-person meeting at the Brighton Community Center, 555 Brighton Street, located behind the Brighton Police Department. If you have an interest in preserving the quality of life Brighton is known for, you should attend and voice your concerns.